last adder was seen here at the end of September. And the other walk on the local area is if you're heading down towards Tavianic, as you drop down the hill, you'll see this forestry car park here. So they're both gorgeous walks. You can access this one either by walking down the road, the track you've come up, and there's a cut through there, or you can drive out of here, back to the road, turn left, and then you'll see the signs for forestry car park there. We're here, we're the red dot on the map, and then the two lochs to the southwest of here, Barnlushkin and Cooivar, both have beaver families on. There's another one down from, along the outflow from there. We've also had beavers crop up along the side of Kale Scottish, but we're not sure where they are or if they've gone somewhere at the moment. And then there are other animals on these connected series of lochs here, Linna, Fiddler, Beg and Craigmore. Up at Lushkin and Buick and Mackay, and over on Lunna. We're kind of part way through a field science survey at the moment, so there may well be others, and there may well be individuals that that if they're individuals, they don't tend to build a lodge or system. They'll just hole up somewhere whilst they're looking for a mate in the territory, basically.
Yeah.
So the animals disperse when they're 2.5 years, 2.5 years old.
Beavers are back in Scotland. So for the first time in like over 400 years, there are just wild beavers out here cutting about, gnawing at trees and creating vital ecosystems, which is just mental. So obviously we came out here today, the Scottish Rainforest, to try and see some beavers. We're going to do a wee camping trip, do some kayaking, and just kind of, obviously we'll keep our distance from any beavers that we do see, but yeah, just want to come out here, maybe try and get some footage of some beavers and try and see what they're up to, kind of see where they're living in the Scottish Rainforest, the kind of dams they're building, all of that stuff. So yeah, I am very, very excited to show you all this. Let's go! They did say though, this is upsetting, they did say to me, the likelihood of me seeing a beaver, very unlikely, just because it gets too dark at night. See that there? That's how you know you're in the Scottish Rainforest. Look at the lichen on that tree. It's like a fuzzy jacket, did you see it? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Hello. So this is the first time that I've used this osprey bag that I got. It's only 38 litres, but pretty cool. Yeah, gonna go find camp and then take the kayak down. That's a nice wee base. What was this wee thing? You know when you put a bag on for the first time and you're like, what is that? Oh, is that for the... No. That's for walking about like that. That's cool. That is cool. Finally set up camp, that's it. Got the kayak down. Mental portage, couldn't even film it because I was just so done in. The sun's going down, so that means that the beavers will be out soon. Don't know if I'll catch them in the dark or not, so we're going to have a quick bite to eat, something to eat, some dinner, burgers maybe, and then probably head out into the raw. Try and find some beavers, hopefully get some footage of them. You pesky boys. Right, so now we're looking for a launch point. Yeah, we can launch from there. That is where we'll be launching from on this absolutely beautiful evening. Wow! Wow. It is getting rather chilly in the old loch here. Okay, I just think I've spotted just over here in the middle of the screen what looks like a wee beaver house. Let's go check it out. Can you believe it, people? A beaver house right there in front of us. Wow, we actually did it. We found beavers. Wow, that is so cool. Beavers must think I'm like a UFO or something. Shat myself there. That was my own foot. Wow. Actual beavers live in there. Wild beavers in the Scottish Rainforest have built this. And they've built this here because see all these trees here? Deciduous. Beavers only eat deciduous trees. And that is what makes up the Scottish Rainforest. Look at that. This is so cool. This is amazing. There's a beaver house right there. I think I should trap it and ask if they're coming out. They must be so warm and cozy in there. How cute is that? is amazing. So at least we know where to find beavers. We know for certain where one of their houses is. And we're not going to encroach, we're not going to go too far. We're going to be respectful. Float from a distance. No paddles. Just me and the beavers. Isn't this just such a beautiful part of the world? Wow. Argyll, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that sunset as well. Wow. So cool. Oh yeah, and also right behind me there's a beaver house. Look at this by the way. Beaver house. It's getting pretty dark pretty quickly, so no sign of the beavers sadly. But obviously it's hard to see them when it's this dark. It's that cold and chilly, I'm going to chuck on a pair of these, some magic gloves. Do you know why they call them that? Magic gloves. See when you put them on, you're like, ah, that is magic, man. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do today. It does look too windy to go out in the loch, sadly. See how quickly the water's moving there? In fact, I can even see white horses. Yeah, that's not something that I want to be fighting coming back, you know. Because I am camping pretty much at the top of the loch. And to be fair, to launch from here I need to go further up as well. So it's pretty redundant. It would be a struggle coming back the way, you know. So tomorrow's weather's not meant to be that good at all, it's meant to be pouring down. And I was probably going to skedaddle before then. I don't fancy being in that tent. But yeah, I think the probability of us seeing beavers is actually quite low. Like actual beavers and not just how we seen the beaver den, you know. So when I was speaking to Pete, the guy that we were speaking to yesterday, and he was showing us about the Argyll Beaver Centre, I was emailing him just asking if I could film in there and stuff when I got here. And he was saying, by the way, the probability of seeing beavers is really low. Because these beavers on these lochs, they tend to come out between 7 and 8 PM and then go home about 12 hours later at 7 or 8 AM. And if you're not familiar with Scotland in October, that's exactly when it gets dark. Like the footage you'll see from last night when I went out and found that beaver den was from about 6:30. You saw that beautiful sunset. Like by the time 7 o'clock rolled around, it was too dark, and I had to go back in at like 6:30 because I was only wearing a top, and it was freezing. I was like really cold. So yeah, looks like we can't find beavers in the Scottish Rainforest in October, but we will be back to find beavers. If you've made it this far in my video, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. It does take a lot of time, effort and resources to get all the way out here in the Scottish Rainforest. I think this is like over 200 miles this trip, which doesn't sound like a lot to everyone that's watching, but for yous in Scotland you'll be like, what? That's so far, that takes so long. Because I don't know why, but in Scotland we're like, anything over an hour drive we're like, oh my god, that is so far away. But then, you know, folk in America, North and South America. Like you'll travel a distance and you'll be like, yeah, that's nothing. Like I mind when me and my pal Cami, we went to Patagonia, Argentina, right? So we were down in El Calafate, where the glaciers and all that are, right? So we were there, and then we get the bus from there to Bariloche, which is in the same region. They're both in Patagonia, right? The same region of Argentina, and that bus took like 27 hours, right? And we hadn't even left the same region of Argentina, never mind left the country. So that was mental, that was an experience, right? But that kind of put it into perspective for me. Like a 2.5 hour drive, like over 200 mile round trip to come out to the Scottish Rainforest, try and find some beavers. It's not anywhere near that level, but in the grand scheme of things, it's still a lot of effort, a lot of time, so I do appreciate you watching this. Thank you so much for watching it again if you've made it this far. Thank you for even listening to that mad story about me and Cammy going to Argentina. I don't even know where that came from, but if you're still here and you're like, why is this guy still talking? I don't know why either, and I'm probably going to stop now. But also, if you do enjoy these videos and want to support me, then hit the link below. You can buy me a coffee. That's all I want in this world, just a wee good coffee. Zapatista coffee, mind you, you'll see that featured a lot in my videos. Always Zapatista coffee. You want to support those Mexican cooperatives. But also, as well, it's been really difficult to get Zapatista coffee, pure Zapatista coffee, simply because of paramilitaries in Mexico attacking the Zapatistas. So a lot of this coffee is now blended in with co-ops in Colombia and so on. But still, only Zapatista made. If the profits are going to the Zapatistas, that's the only coffee I want to drink. You can buy me a coffee, the link below. Thank you so much for watching. Please do share this with whoever you think is interested. And we are going to find some beavers soon, I believe it. I believe it!